Welcome back to Ferocious Education. This is Zed. Today we're going to be talking about some exciting things about Naked Brain Group, going with the ticker NAKD. Now we're going to dive into a good amount of due diligence, technical analysis, and what we think about this one. So without further ado, let's jump right into this one. Now we covered this one early on in September. If you would like to watch that video, you'll find it in the description below. But today we have some exciting news. So if you were to go on the website, you might not find anything other than the September 24th news about the update relating towards the chairman address from 2021 annual general meeting. But we actually have some other news other than this one here. So the big thing is that they have a $270 million net cash position of all repayments of all previous bank debts. But the biggest thing that we want to talk about is this letter from their CEO. And it reads as following. So Naked Group brands today released an update to the chairman's address to the shareholders from its recent annual meeting of shareholders on August 20th, 2021. From Chairman and the CEO Justin Davis Rice. By the way, this is on his Twitter page as well. So Chairman and the CEO gave this address and he said, "Dear shareholders, on August 20th, at our annual meeting of shareholders, I provided an update on the status of our plans to find a merger or acquisition partner following the divestitures of the brick-and-mortar operations of Bendon that resulted in an expanded balance sheet with a net cash position of around $270 million for the Naked Brain Group." I already talked about that. Now, I'm happy to report that after extensive research and due diligence, we believe that we found a disruptive opportunities in clean technology sector. Wow, that's a spinoff. Due diligence on both sides is progressing, and we believe that the business combination will reward our patient shareholders. So if you thought that we're divesting into something relating towards the fashion industry or undergarments where it was before, well, you're wrong. Now we're going to be selling solar panels. We're not going to put on people though. Well, I'm not sure if it's solar panels. We'll dive into the type of companies that will most likely be one of the followings. So during my career as an owner and operator of many diverse businesses, I've always been attracted to commercial opportunities that benefit our environment and help contribute to the growing ESG mandates that major corporations are implementing today across the globe. The company is a market leader with cutting-edge patented proprietary technology that we believe satisfies those ESG mandates. We made significant progress over the past few weeks, and we believe that the path to a definitive agreement is in sight. However, there can be no insurance or assurance that we will sign a definitive agreement. Basically to cover the bases. But I went in and through their Twitter page, I started digging a little, and I thought, hey, what is more likely to happen? Where have they been? And everything in between. Now, for Naked Brain Group, it's not very hard to go ahead and find Justin Davis or Davis Rice. And tracking back off some of the things that he's been sharing, it looks like in the major part, he's been mainly in New York. And he posted about it multiple times. New York, New York. So I thought to myself, where could this be? So it's not that hard. New York, clean tech. That is what came to my mind. But before talking about that, if you would like to see more contents like this, make sure to click the subscribe button on the bottom right corner and leave notifications on for this channel. It would help me a lot. Also, don't forget to drop a like to this video. If you enjoyed this video so far, consider sharing it. And you can join our Discord in the description below, totally free. It's basically a chat room in there. And so I went in on the search. I put the location as New York City. And there's a really nice website called Built in New York. You're able to see different jobs, companies, and startups. And I started taking a look into green tech companies. That was a key word. And I found 60 companies. These are the top green tech startups and companies in New York City. I highlighted some that were previously mentioned in 2016 and are still active, but basically just to give you an idea on what these companies are and what they sound like. And if you're interested in investing in one of these companies, then most likely you're going to be aligned with Naked Brain Group future and vision. So first off, you have Kelida Energy. Kelida Energy is reinventing the way to building works for everyone, occupants, facility management, and sustainability. Kelida's leading software delivers optimal building control strategies based on your unique facility needs automatically. Kelida was founded by software and building energy experts who are passionate about improving sustainability and efficiency in buildings. Another one, the megawatt hour. It says the megawatt hour platform is designed for finance professionals, energy and facility managers, and consultants seeking better energy outcomes. It is built to provide easy accessible desktop solutions for professionals who want to lower the energy cost, manage energy expenses, and information quickly, easily with better results. The megawatt hour is the only solution that provides business, colleges, universities, and hospitals with real savings for the first time since deregulation began. Again, we're talking about New York City green tech companies. So these are green tech labeled companies in New York City. And this one here, Locus Energy. Locus Energy is a solar monitoring and data analytical platform provider for solar photovoltaic market spanning the residential, commercial, and utility sector. With over 70,000 or 75,000 systems deployed across North America, Locus Energy's cloud-based software aggregates, organizes, and analyzes performance data from multiple sources, making it easier to access, manage, and identify the cause of a solar system failure to meet performance expectation. With a deep intellectual property portfolio, Locus Energy provides many of the large utilities, capital providers, equipment manufacturers, and asset management. We're going to go through 5 more just to kind of give you a perspective on that industry, and if you'd like to basically have a piece of pie of this one. And this one here, Calm Energy, develops and sells machine learning based big data decisions, support softwares, and services to electric utilities. And we partner with these utilities, ESCOs, and other channels. Partners to install our intelligent energy saving building management systems in buildings that can securely communicate with the utility. Next one is Enertiv. Enertiv is a real estate technology company based out of New York City. So this one is a very unlikely one, but it could be a part of it. But I'm going to skip this, but just kind of something to keep in mind. Another one here, this is in big data and green tech and the Internet of Things. So this might actually be more interesting. It's a high fetch, but it could be. So the Perspective or Perspective Data is an AI smart building company. We've developed the most advanced building operating systems called Nantum operating system. Nantum connects to building systems, real-time occupancy, and Internet of Things, allowing for AI algorithms to automate building operations, reducing energy use, utility cost, and carbon emissions. Now another one, Sidewalk Labs. These guys are in green tech and hardware, real estate, and software. Could be very interesting as well. And it says, since our founding in 2015, we've grown to an organization of over 100 employees based in New York City. Our cross-disciplinary team consists of experts from real estate, urban planning, governments, finance and technology, engineering, and other backgrounds. So this gives you an idea about Sidewalk Labs. Now there's others as well to explore. So Sealed is one. This is energy and fintech. Sidewalk Labs appears to be one of the second in the top green tech startups and companies in New York City for green tech companies. And so, all in all, there is some others like Back Market, my bad. This one is a very intriguing one as well. And it goes on with a simple idea from what they say. At the heart of Black Market is a simple idea: make devices a bit cleaner by making them last a bit longer. We think it's time for a strong and mainstream alternative to new products by existing used devices, or by making existing using devices more appealing to potential customers. Unlikely, but there's a lot of companies in New York City. And I could go on by trying to bring in different things, such as trying to see where the building is, where he's highlighting, where it's possible, perhaps that in that district one of these buildings or one of these offices are actually in these buildings. And that could be all a possibility. But I honestly think he took a picture of this because of Morgan Stanley here on the top. But anyway, it is a little bit of a wonder, and you can dive on it all day, and it's a little bit harder to pinpoint on this one, but it's definitely a massive spin-off. You went from undergarments to green tech. And the only thing I can think of is probably some of them high fashion, basically model shows where they put solar panels on people. But let's move on towards technical analysis. Now, from a technical analysis perspective, things are really looking good. You're able to see that momentum has really racked up. It went to 0.21, even though that might not be significant for some stocks. It is a start of this one. It hasn't reached this level in quite a while, so it's very bullish. The NAKD has gone also towards the positive side. That is a bullish thing as well. We're able to see though that the William percent R, which is very similar to the relative strength index, is showing that this one is overbought, meaning there's a lot more buying action than selling. That's a good thing in my book. But on the average directional index, we're able to see that this is a start of a good trend. A powerful trend is soon to kind of emerge out of this one if it continues on with this bullish action. Today, around 21.8% in a massive jump above all the moving averages, making it fully bullish. So that's a really good sign as well. In terms of stochastic fast and stochastic slow, what we get to see is that they're both rising up. That is a bullish thing on its own. It really shows that there's a lot of momentum and it has a leg up. And on the volumes, we're able to see we're kind of recording in massive volumes. Not as massive as we hit on the 27th of January and 29th of January around that time, but still nonetheless one of the biggest volumes we've seen. We're able to see that this one broke the Bollinger Bands at the 76 cents on the top as well, and the bottom of the Bollinger Bands is around the 50 cents if you're interested. Now, in terms of Fibonacci retracements, we're able to see some key resistances. First off, 91 cents. 139, 177, 216, 271, and 340. The only support here is around 14 cents. But there's an interesting thing we want to take a look at. And it goes somewhere very close to here. This was for the longest time a channel. And this stock kind of broke that channel. As you get to see, the top of that channel was very close to the 77 cents. But it still has some actual resistance it needs to break before it can go back towards the previous highs of 3s and 340s. And so taking a look at that, we're able to see the resistance is at 86 cents. Above there, $1, 113, and then above there we're seeing somewhere very close to the 123, then above there 140, going up there to 157, 189, and 226. Supports. They're very critical here, but there's a critical support at 80 cents. If it breaks that, they're going on 74 cents, 61 cents, down to 57, and down to 50 cents, going downwards to 47 cents, downwards to 36, and to 29. Resistances. Upwards to around 86 cents. Above there, 104. Above there, 113. Above there, 131. Above there, 145. And then 159 going higher to 188 and 225 again. So we already covered supports and some major resistances again. That's fine, but it's a really interesting kind of flip of the business model. And so if you're interested in clean energy and green tech, this is the way to go. If you're interested in a company that sells undergarments, you might have to find something else. So what do you think about this ticker? Make sure to mention down in the comments below. Sure, subscribe and like, and have a wonderful day. Now, if you're still here on this video, make sure to drop down below and join our Discord. We have a lot of different things going on, including, for instance, members that gives picks for free. It's not pump and dumps, we just things we think about, swings, etc. We also have really exciting bots. You can actually use those ones. For instance, we're just testing out this bot, for instance, that gives you Fibonacci resistance points, activities, etc. And we have a bunch of free things, totally free. We run on tips here, and you can ask me questions, suggest stocks, etc. It's a really nice community that has been growing up very fast at a very good rate, and it's totally free. If you would like to join that one, feel free to do so in the description below, and have a wonderful day.